Hello everybody. How are you guys doing today? Oh my gosh, here in Wisconsin, it is a snowy wonderland. And what is it, March 20th today? And I woke up to a winter wonderland. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm trying to get my grow lights ready and starting seedlings and stuff, and I look outside and it's just white. So we have another good Tinker Day. Guys, let's do it. Just my quick announcements. Thank you to all the new subscribers, and we got a couple new members. Thank you so much. Welcome aboard. If you want to become a member, you can click the join button and become a channel member. Help support the channel so we can keep doing videos all the time. And you can download all the models and print them right at home. It's awesome. It's very awesome. Okay, guys, let's jump right in. We have a request. Let me try to think who requested this one. It was either a member or a subscriber. Either way, dear to my heart, soul. Let me put my glasses on. I gotta put my glasses on. I have to look at a picture. We are trying to make an Aztec death whistle. Have you guys seen them? I'm sure you probably have, like on a TikTok or a short something. It's like a skull whistle. They were probably made of clay. And they were left in burials from like sacrificial or just ceremonial burials from the Mayan and Aztec cultures. But I think it started with the Mayans because the Mayans were before the Aztecs. So it must have started with the Mayans over 1,000 years ago. And they would be left, we would find them in with the graves, in with the bodies. So, and it's like a skull whistle. And when you blow on it, it's a really eerie, it sounds like a whole bunch of screams, or it's like a weird screaming sound. And it's been kind of studied, and it's kind of provokes like fear and unease. It's a really weird sound the way that it affects the brain. Like it might affect our, some kind of weird instinctual subconscious of our brain that it gives like an uncomfortable feeling. It might be like our instinct, or something. So it's a creepy thing to find in an old 1,000-year-old grave. So somebody requested that I make one, and we've made 2 other wind instruments before. So we are very good instrument builders. But I'm scared because this looks pretty kind of hard. Oh my gosh. Okay, first off, let me show you what I'm looking at. Let me pop it on the screen for a second. So yeah, guys, this is what we're going off of. I don't have a whistle to look at. I don't know. I'm not Mayan. We're going to look at this cross-section drawing, okay? So obviously that white part is the internal structure, but we're only seeing it in one direction. You get what I'm saying? So it's going to be hard. Let's just get building, guys. Maybe we'll get lucky and get it on our first try like we did with the other ones. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to oh gosh, I'm going to have to get this up on my tablet if I can. My phone keeps going dark, so I'm going to get my tablet out here. Okay, let's start building these internal structures. We're going to kind of do this almost opposite. So see this ball right here? This is going to be the hollow part. So we're actually going to build all the hollow part, but first out of solid shapes, I think this is going to be the way to do it. So check this out. It looks like the part you blow into is obviously like a tube, but then it narrows. So it's a tube that narrows. So let's go ahead and make that. We can do that. So we got a tube. Here, look, we could put one of these cones on top to narrow it, So let's put a cone on there, align it. Let's make sure it's touching. Sometimes I accidentally make stuff floating. Have you ever done that? See, if you ever see it flashing like that, that means it's the exactly level with it. So if you were to raise it up, it would just look like this. And if you have it sinking down in, then it would look like that. So We are perfectly fine right there. What color do we want to work with, guys, today? I kind of want to do... We are working with... This is a death whistle. We got to use a scary color, and gray is very scary. Like my grandmother's hair. Just kidding. Okay. Focus, focus, focus. Okay, this is obviously going to have to be narrower. Let's get this into position like we're starting to, like we're setting up the same as the drawing, you know? I think I'll just keep the drawing on the screen for you guys to look at. And yell at me for what I'm doing wrong. Just kidding. You guys wouldn't do that. Actually, people love to do that on the internet. That's like half of the internet. Okay, here we go. Let's line these three up this way. Okay, so this is where we're going to blow into. Like, obviously, we're going to cut into stuff. Like, this is all going to be just the open space inside the whistle, okay? You follow? You follow me on Insta? I don't even have an Insta. I have an Instapot. Anybody know what that is? Okay, this tube is still... This tube is a little big, but what we could just do is let's just scale up the ball. Oops. Okay, let's align it again. And honestly, I think we're going to bust out the sketch tool in a second here. So let's align it. So the air is going to come down in. We do have it hit a little edge, which I understand how that works. So what we're going to do is we're going to set a temporary square down to put the sketch tool on. Because I want the sketch tool to be on a nice flat surface. So we're going to set that there just temporarily. We'll delete it afterwards. And we're going to grab the sketch tool. We're going to set it down right here. That'll give us a perfect side profile of our project, okay? Here's where we're going to start rocking. Rocking and rolling. Okay, in the picture, guys, we're going to have something like this. Let's just... Yeah, let me kind of... You know what? I think we need some more space. Hold on. I need some time. We need some space, guys. Here. We need some more space between these two. Okay. Let me look again quick. Oh, yeah, because that's got to be on top of that. Okay. Let's go back into it. Edit sketch. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to literally start... I'm going to start making the shape of all of this. So let's see. You get what I mean? So there's a little piece that sticks over. It must be it's a weird little dead end for the air. Okay? Okay, and then the air goes down into... I just realized our we're gonna have to tilt that a little more, the way that our air comes in. So yeah, our air comes down into the ball, and then oh, my picture disappeared. This is where we need it to split the air a little bit. So we want it to split the air. I'm going to go like that. And how would we do this? So we're going to need... Okay, let me get the rest of these. Well, and honestly, we're almost done. We don't even have to speed this up. Oh, my brain's hurting, though. Okay. Okay, so some of these are going to have to be curves. So these two are definitely curves. Okay, perfect. And oh, actually, are we good? Okay, let's go ahead and click Finish Sketch. Before I forget, this looks whack, don't it? Before I forget, let's tilt this up a little more. Okay, let's bring this in. So see this also. Let's make it gray. Okay, guys. If you look at that internal here, let's make this into a hole. See what I'm going for, guys? That looks basically. That pretty much looks exactly like the picture for the internal air. But see, the thing is I don't. Wow, this looks like a weird little grenade. This bottom part. The thing is I don't have this view on it. I have a feeling that this part widens right here. See, I can't tell how wide this part's supposed to be. I have a feeling that part's wider. You know what I might do? I think I'm going to do a... I'm just going to go out on a whim, whatever that means. And let's kind of... Let's make this into a shape that I like. What we'll do is we're going to cut this into shape. I just have a feeling this part doesn't stay narrow. I think this part gets wider like this. Maybe. Well, it is on my whistle. You know what? So see, I think I'm just going to chop it. Chop it like it's hot. Okay, we're going to hit duplicate and slide this over. And we're going to flip it. And... Okay, what I can do then is... I think that's... Well, let's see. Let me think about what's going to happen with the air. It might even have to... Hold on one sec. If this works, this will be an awesome little miracle. Let's put these about that far apart. I'm going to group these. Quick screw it up like that. Fix it before anybody sees. And then let's bring these in. Okay, so see, I'm just kind of cutting this into the shape I want. Here, I'm going to group these two together. That way I can align everything now. Okay, let's align everything. And let's see how... Let's see if it's okay. Like we have a reference to go from. Yeah. This is looking like my other death whistles. Okay, groupage. Okay, there we go. Maybe. Wow. Let me make. Let's bring it over and see how stupid it is. Okay, we got to remember that this is going to be the hollow part. Oh, I see. I think this part has to be... We got to narrow it a little more. This part has to be narrow too. Okay, I'm going to go back. The part that goes down into the ball probably has to be narrow too. So before we get super confused... Oh, wow, that's all grouped now? What if we stretch these out? Okay. Okay, let's check out what that would look like. Group. Okay. There. Yeah. These, boop, I just duplicated them. But I meant to go like this. Boop. Okay. Okay, let's check out what's going to happen to the air, guys. So the air is going to come through this hole. This is going to be a hole. And we need it to hit this edge. So that makes me think we should tilt this a little bit more. We want most of it. We want most of it to go down into the ball. Uh-oh. Let's raise the ball up a little bit. Okay, that's good. We want some of it to hit this edge and go this way. But it looks like, let me look at the picture again. It's hard to tell how much we want. You know what I'm saying? Let's maybe... That's the part I don't really know, of course. I mean, I don't know any of it. We just want some of the air hitting, you know, we want the air splitting right here because that's what's going to make the sound. And then this is going to come down in here and do something. Honestly, guys. So now what would we do? We would literally make the skull. Okay, so I guess what we're going to do, we're going to start getting some actual material on the outside of this because this is our cutout. Honestly, for now, just so I don't keep screwing it up. Oops, don't group it yet. Let's quick do this. Okay, these two we can group. And then let's duplicate it. And we're going to make it bigger. Because see, this will be our plastic on the outside of our cutout here. Okay, that looks pretty good. We could chop the top off. Okay, you guys get what I'm doing? Oh, here, let me lower this. There. Is it okay from this angle? Do. And like I've said in some of my other videos, don't worry if you're confused, because I'm right there with you. So see, this is going to be our outside plastic. See? Boing. But for now, I'm just looking at it like this. Because we're actually going to have to cut that off. Holy cow, it's so weird. I can't tell where this block is when everything is a cutout. There we go. See, we're going to have to cut this top off of it. Okay. Holy cow, finally. I don't know what the heck happened. Did my internet die? But there we go. Anyway, so see, now we have plastic around our cutout. So see, that's what we need to do with all of this. I think we're going to cut that a little smoother, but maybe we got to print a prototype before we make the finished whistle. Like, I mean, we're not going to do all the skull detail until we test out if it even whistles, if it does anything at all, you know? So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so we have our plastic around this cutout. Now we just have to do the same for this. So let's just get, I think we're just going to get kind of a little blob of sphere just so it covers everything, right? And then we can do a cutout. Oh gosh, don't do that. Okay, let's drop it down. Drop it down and raise it up. Okay, you get what I'm saying? Because, see, actually, this is looking pretty good. Here, let's make it transparent so we make sure we don't have any super thin walls. Oops, I hit the wrong button there. There we go. Yeah, so see, we could make sure we don't have super thin walls. Or we don't make it bigger than we have to, you know? Here, let's align it with this. Let's see. Could we... I feel like we could... I'm trying not to waste too much plastic. You get what I'm saying? So see, maybe we can kind of go like this. There we go. Actually, that's pretty good. Okay, let's chop the bottom of this off, and we're about done, guys. So see, let's go back to... It's going to look weird right away, you know? Like, it's just, it doesn't look like a skull yet. But see, we got the basic kind of shape of a head, you know? So it would be pretty easy to turn it into a skull. But why do all that if we don't know if it's even going to work? All right, guys, we can group this entire thing. Here it is. Holy cow, it's done already? I was just going to reach for my coffee. So see, we have the air escape. Well, here, let's make it transparent. Oh, I'm scared. Are you guys ready? T. Bam. Look. If you look at the drawing. Here, let me... I know you guys were probably looking the whole time, but I can't see it on the screen. It looks fantastic. Now... if this doesn't work, I'm going to change... I'm going to just change how the air hits or something. Let's just hope that it works the first try. Because wouldn't that be cool? Oh my gosh. And then we can pop back in and do a time lapse of making it into a skull. Oh. Okay. Enough of that. Calm down, everybody. You guys calm down. I'm fine. Now, size-wise, though. This is actually kind of monstrosity. It can be kind of small because it's a high-pitched scream. I think we're going to try it about like this. Okay, guys, let's send this to the printer. Alrighty, guys. Can you see? It looks like a lemon. It looks like a lemon with a straw sticking out of it. There we go. Oh my gosh. This is kind of cool. We made the weirdest looking straw in the world. Okay, guys. If this does make a loud sound, the GoPro's gonna cut it out. Like the GoPro automatically like silences things when it's too sharp or loud. It even did it with the ocarina. So let's just try it and see what happens. Here we go. Let me try it one more time. Oh, we're close. It's actually a little too high pitch. Dang. We're gonna have to do it again. It's not quite right. Something's a little wrong in there. So let me do some trial and error, and once I get it figured out, I'll show you what I had to do. All right, guys, here we go. Are you ready? I made some slight changes. Uh-oh. All right, guys, this is the one. Try number 73. Ooh. Okay, guys, check it out. Finally, I got it. Prototype number 5. Check this out. The GoPro might not pick up the sound. I'll step away a little bit. Check this out. Oh my gosh, I hope it picked up the sound. Guys, success. Let's jump back into Tinkercad and make it into a skull, and we'll print out the final model. Awesome. See you guys in there. Alrighty, we are back, guys. Okay, let me show you the changes I made. So I actually kind of changed the design completely because I couldn't, well, not completely, but I couldn't get the sound right the way that it was in the drawing. So what I did, here, let me ungroup it. Let's take a look at the inside. Holy cow. You know what? One second. Okay, let's select this stuff and slide it out of the way. This is like the outer shell. So here's the inside guts, okay? So here, look at the changes I made. So what I did is I moved this ball up. I basically went back to what I know about how, like, we've made whistles before. I wanted the air... I had the air hit right here and enter this sphere and spin like this. Because that's what I know about how to make, like, whistle sound. So it, you know, half the air or most of the air goes into here and spins. And then it also, part of the air gets split and goes out this way. And, uh-oh, this moved. How did that stay right there? Okay, I ended up printing... I guess it works both ways, but basically when this hole is completely open down here, it works, but it even works a little better when I block some of it. So I put a little block in here. So I'll show you in a second here when we put that back. So the finished version has a little block down here. So this is narrower, basically. Maybe this is too wide, but... So version 4 worked good, but this is version 5. And I don't want to print any more, but... Except the finished one, because we're going to make it into a skull now. So once I'm done yapping, we'll do a time-lapse, and I'll try to make it into a skull shape. It might even work better, because I'd say this one's got... You want it to sound like a horrifying scream. The GoPro wouldn't really pick it up, but it sounds pretty good. It sounds like a scream. But there is ones that sound even better. There is some that sound worse also. So we didn't make the worst one in the world, but it might be better to add a little more of an echo chamber back here. So if you guys want to mess with this, like the members, if anybody wants to print this, I'll have like a completed version sitting ready to print, and then I'll have a version that is taken apart like this, so you could change it. So you know what I'm saying? So basically, you could add on to this to try different things if you want. So one thing I think I would try, I would probably do something like this. Here, sketch tool, temporary block, and then sketch tool. So right here, it might be good to have a bigger echo chamber. Let's see, you could do it like this. Yep, like these, like this, and dies. Okay, and turn these to curves. Yeah, maybe something. Let's see, would that work? Yeah, that might. I think if I kept experimenting, I would make that into an echo chamber there. Let's see. Let's add it on there, just pretending. See what it looks like. Okay, turn it into a hole. We got to make sure it's the correct width. Yeah, I'd probably try something like this. Because what happens is with the sounds like bouncing around all over, that's where you get that real crazy vibration-y sound of the scream, I think. But I'm not sure. So I am going to delete that. I just wanted to show you what I'd probably do next if I kept trying to make it better. Okay? And let's bring this puppy back in, okay? Oh, yeah, because we got to make it into a skull. Okay, let me make this all transparent so we can see how to line it up. You got to make sure all this stuff is on the inside, of course. Oh, that's perfect. So see this block of, oh gosh, I guess it's hard to see. Let's see, turn that back solid. Maybe we should cut, oh my gosh, what is happening? Okay, that's that. Here, let's do a cut here. Let's group the outer shell and cut the bottom off. Okay, group. Okay, now we might be able to see the block better. So see, I can't really see it. Let's go in there and get it. Is this it? Yeah. Okay, so now it's a little easier to see. So this is how big the opening was on version 4. And it worked pretty good. But when I put my finger over part of it, it even sounded better. So I decided to come in and block some of it with a block. So just like that. And, uh-oh, we'd have to add that after, though. Oh, I see. Because, look, that's going to get cut out. Okay, let's save this block. We got to make the finished version here, guys. You know what I'm going to do, though? In case we completely mess it up, let's duplicate the whole dang thing and set one over there. Okay? All right, guys. I'm going to kick into a time lapse, and let's see if we can add some kind of skull features and make it look a little bit like a skull. I won't spend a whole lot of time because we got to move on to different projects, but let's go ahead and kick it into high gear. All right, there we go, guys. Actually, I'm pretty happy with this. I don't have a whole lot of time, so I probably could have added more detail, but I think this is pretty darn cool. Okay, so I've got it all grouped, so it's good. I got my little block in here. We could have made this slide in and out so you could actually adjust the airflow, but it would kind of change just the standalone kind of neatness of just, you know, the death whistle, the way it's supposed to be. So there we go. It looks really good. I added a little ring here. Uh-oh. Oh, that'll be okay. These kind of stick out a little bit. That's okay. And look, I even added a little taper on the top here. Ooh. So we can see the air comes in like this, hits this edge. Most of it goes into this sphere to spin and reverberate. And then some of it goes out the bottom. Oh my gosh, see right here. Look, we're taking the trip. See? Comes out the bottom here, and we have a little bit of blockage now because I think it even gets a louder sound. So, all right, guys. Yep, I'm out of time, so that's all I can put into this. But let's go ahead and send it to the printer and really test this thing out. All right, let's do it.
All Alrighty. Wow, this actually looks fantastic. Look at it. Oh my gosh, I hope it whistles. Oh, it got a little goofy. Actually, I like that. Got a little goofy up here. Probably because of the angle. I don't know. Wow. I like the skull. All right, guys. I know the GoPro doesn't do it justice because I listened to the other recording, and it makes it sound more like a whistle than a scream, but let's just try it out. Whoa! Let me try close and let me try far away. It sounds great. Okay, I'm trying to farther away. Oh my gosh, this is great. It sounds actually a lot like a scream. If I was out in the dark woods at night and I just bellowed into this thing, oh my gosh, somebody would definitely think it's a scream. Wow, it's cool. Oh my gosh, I'm actually pretty proud of it. It took 6, this was the 6th one. Guys, I'm not even kidding, watch. I have them laying all over. It's like a Chuck E. Cheese ball pit in here. There, told you. I did not give up. Dude, one of these sounds like a train. Nope, not that one. You guys like that one? Too high pitched. Stupid. Oh, wow, that one's loud. Yep, see, that's the other keeper one. Oh my gosh, we did it, guys! Alrighty. Well, for members that want to print this, I'll have it printable and ready. If you want to become a member, hit the join button, of course, like I said. And otherwise, just follow along and make your own. And let me know. Maybe you could even make yours sound better than mine. You just want to replicate a hysteric scream as best as you can. Awesome, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!